Hi guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today for dinner we're making smothered pork chops. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get a pan with some olive oil in it started to heat up on the stove here so we can get our pork chops going. Alright, I have some boneless pork chops here that I'm just gonna pat dry with a paper towel. Patting them dry is going to just help them kind of get that crispy brown sear on them. Alright, after I've washed my hands, I'm going to go ahead and salt the pork chops here. Use the other hand to flip them over and salt the back as well. Alright, our oil is starting to kind of smoke a little bit, so I know it's nice and hot. So I'm going to add in our first 4 pork chops. After about 3 minutes, I'm going to flip them over and cook the other side. Alright, I'm going to flip them over to the other side for another 3 minutes. Alright, I'm going to take these off the heat and let them continue cooking in the residual heat. I'm going to add some fresh oil and our last pork chops. Alright, we're going to set our pork chops to the side for a little while we make the sauce. So I'm going to add in a little tablespoon or so of garlic. And then 2 cups of water with some bouillon powder. You could just use chicken stock. Add a teaspoon of black pepper. Kind of scrape the pan here to just kind of deglaze it and get all the yummy flavor unstuck from it. I'm also going to add in 2 small cans of mushrooms. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. A tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Maybe a little more. Get that mustard nice and mixed in. And then we'll also add in about a 1/4 cup of cream. I'm also going to add in about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And then we're just going to stir this and let it kind of reduce for probably 5 minutes or so. Well, I forgot to hit record, but all you missed was I added a 1/4 cup of Parmesan to our sauce to kind of thicken it up. And then I mixed up 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and about a 1/4 cup of cold water. Stirred it in to thicken our sauce even more, and then I added our pork chops back in here, kind of smothering them in the sauce and just letting everything kind of warm back up together. And then I've got some veggies heating back up in the microwave. We had leftover asparagus from last night, and then I shucked some fresh corn and threw that in a Ziploc bag and kind of steamed it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. But dinner is pretty much ready. I'm going to go ahead and turn our heat off. Alrighty, it is time to dish this up, so I'm going to add a pork chop. I'm sure my husband will probably want a couple, and he really loves mushrooms, so we'll make sure we get some mushrooms thrown in there. A little bit more of that sauce. We'll take some of our asparagus from last night, and we'll grab one of our cobs of corn. We'll add some butter here, but that is dinner served. This is going to be so filling and so delicious. But that is dinner served, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks guys, bye.